This channel has no face and no name, and channels like it out-earn most 9-to-5 jobs. Here's how the money actually works. Faceless YouTube is one of the most misunderstood income models online. Half the internet says it's a magic money printer. The other half says it's dead, saturated, and a scam. Both are wrong. It's a real business with real mechanics. And like any business, most people who try it fail, while a small number build something that pays them for years. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly where the 10,000 a month number actually comes from, why most channels never get there, and the honest path that the ones who make it actually follow. No hype, just how it really works. First, let's kill the confusion about what Faceless YouTube even is. A faceless channel is exactly what it sounds like. You never appear on camera. Instead of your face, the video is carried by a script, a voice, and visuals. The voice can be yours, or it can be a synthetic narrator. The visuals can be stock footage, illustrations, screen recordings, or animation. That's the entire model. What matters is that the value lives in the content itself, not in a personality. This is why the format works for people who'd never start a normal channel. You don't need to be charismatic, you don't need a camera, a studio, or the confidence to put your face in front of strangers. You need the ability to package information in a way that holds attention. And because the content isn't tied to a specific person, a faceless channel can be systemized, scripted, produced, and scaled in a way a personality-driven channel never can. That's the real unlock, and it's why this model attracts people who think in systems. Now, the part everyone gets wrong, where the $10,000 actually comes from. It is almost never one source. It's layers. Layer 1 is ad revenue. YouTube shows ads on your videos and pays you a share. But here's the detail that decides everything. Not all views pay the same. Advertisers pay far more to reach viewers in some topics than others. A finance or business video can earn many times more per 1,000 views than an entertainment video with the exact same view count. This single fact, the difference in what advertisers will pay, is the reason two channels with identical views can earn wildly different amounts. Layer 2 is affiliate income. You recommend a tool or product and earn a commission when viewers buy through your link. For many faceless channels, this quietly out-earns the ads. Layer 3, the highest, is your own product, a template, a guide, a course, where you keep almost everything. The channels hitting 10,000 a month are rarely doing it on ads alone. They're stacking a good ad rate on top of affiliates on top of, eventually, their own offer. When you hear that number, picture a stack, not a single stream. That's the honest math. So, if the model is real, why do most faceless channels make almost nothing? 3 reasons, and none of them are bad luck. The first is inconsistency. Most people upload 5 videos, see small numbers, and quit before the algorithm has enough data to even understand who their content is for. The channels that win treat the first 10 or 20 videos as the cost of learning, not as the payoff. The second reason is retention. YouTube pays for watch time, which means it rewards videos people actually finish. A faceless video with a weak hook and slow pacing gets buried no matter how good the information is. If viewers leave in the first 30 seconds, nothing else matters. The third reason is the niche. Most beginners pick a topic with either no audience or no advertiser value, sometimes both. They make videos nobody searches for in a category that barely pays. The failures usually aren't lazy, they're just consistent in the wrong direction, on the wrong topic, with hooks that don't hold. Fix those 3 and you're already ahead of the vast majority. That brings us to the single most important decision you'll make, the niche. And there's a real trade-off here that most videos won't tell you honestly. On one side, you have high-value niches: finance, business, technology, software. These pay the most per view and attract the most affiliate opportunities. On the other side, you have passion niches, things you find genuinely interesting but that pay far less and have thinner monetization. Here's the honest guidance. If your only goal is income, you lean toward the high-value side, because the same effort simply pays more there. But if you pick a topic you quietly hate, you'll stop uploading in 2 months, and a channel you abandon earns zero, no matter how high the rate. The real answer is the overlap. Find the topic with the highest advertiser value that you can also stand to make 100 videos about. Not the thing you love most, not purely the thing that pays most. The most durable point between them. That intersection is where channels that actually last get built. Now let's talk about how these videos actually get made, because this is where the systems thinkers pull ahead. A faceless video is really an assembly line with 5 stations. 1. The script, the backbone, where retention is won or lost. 2. The voiceover, recorded yourself or generated by a synthetic narrator. 3. The visuals, a new image or clip every few seconds to keep the eye moving. 4. Assembly, cutting it all together so the visuals land on the right words. 5. Packaging, the title, the thumbnail, and the description that decide whether anyone clicks in the first place. Here's what makes this powerful. Once you've built that assembly line once, every future video runs through the same stations. You're not reinventing anything, you're feeding a system. And modern tools now handle large parts of it, which is exactly why one person can now produce what used to take a small team. This video you're watching right now was built through that exact pipeline. That's not a gimmick, it's the whole point. The model works because the process repeats. Let's be honest about time, because this is where the hype does the most damage. Faceless YouTube is not fast money. A realistic first few months look like this. You publish, you get small numbers, and you use each video to learn what your audience responds to. Monetization itself has thresholds you have to clear before you earn a cent from ads. A base of subscribers and a block of watch hours that takes most people months of consistent uploading to reach. But here's the flip side, and it's the reason people stay. Everything you build compounds. A video you made months ago keeps earning while you sleep, while you work, while you make the next one. Unlike a job, the work doesn't reset to zero each day, it stacks. The people earning $10,000 a month didn't get there in week 6. They got there by treating months 1 through 12 as construction, not as a test that had to pay immediately. Slow, then steady, then, for the ones who don't quit, suddenly worth it. So if you want to actually start, here's the honest first move. Don't buy a course. Don't spend a month researching gear. Pick one niche at the intersection of decent pay and something you can tolerate making 100 videos about. Then make one video. Badly is fine. Your first one will not be good, and it isn't supposed to be. It's station 1 of a system you'll refine over the next year. The people who make this work aren't smarter than you. They just started the assembly line and kept feeding it while everyone else was still researching. If you want the beginner version of this, how to make your very first $100 online before you ever build a channel, that's the next video. Subscribe, and I'll see you there. No hype, no fake guarantees, just how it actually works.